So my question, we know working to government, we do tenders, so and so. So how did you achieve the level that you can go and do door-to-door into hospitals and schools? How can we be like you to that level?
Thank you for that. I think it's more of a word of mouth kind of a situation. I know someone who's into a security company, so they have security guards. So I went to approach that company whom they do security, that can I please work with your security guards and give them eggs every month at a specific rate. So they told me, yes, you can do that. They are in hospitals and all that. So it's not necessarily supplying the hospital inside, but all their guards in their respective areas. So they can be close to maybe 200 guards in Limpopo or so forth. So it's just information. Approach when you see that there is gold somewhere, approach it. So it's just a matter of taking a step. Yeah.
I just want to say that's so important, Ronica, what you're saying is that don't aim for hospitals. You'll be surprised that you actually make more money with the guards than what you're going to get in the hospital.
So I actually don't need those hospitals.
Yes, yeah.
It's more than enough, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, can we get our next question?
Hi, I'm Dineo, and I'm actually overwhelmed, but nonetheless, what you're discussing actually, it's really right up our alley. And secondly, as Victoria, I do not know, but it's almost like this, what you call God, sent us the same message, because I am also a small-scale broiled chicken farmer, and I've decided to digitize the process of it. So what you were talking about in terms of when farmers need to put their prices on the internet, the problem is with small-scale chicken farmers, they use a fixed method, and you only to find out that Maki owns and Maki is renting, so already there's a different cost. And people don't know that, because when you go in and become an entrepreneur, you price, but are you pricing profitably? So what you're saying is there's a part where it's called the cost report. If they know their cost, then they know how to negotiate profitably. So I'm actually glad I'm here, like literally I don't know, yeah. It's like two hands joining together, so it's up to us what we do from here. And then lastly, so I do the BOM app. The BOM app is to assist small-scale broiler chicken farmers level up their business by making their small business big and their big problems small. And lastly, I would like to hear maybe, you know, like being an entrepreneur, you go through heaps and valleys. And normally there's interpersonal skills, toils, depression, anxiety of certain emotions that you go through. And I understand we need to be equipped about how you run the business, but you cannot pour from an empty cup. So I'd like to maybe ask a point in time, maybe let's just say you had chickens and 100 chickens died, and then how did you overcome? So I'm not sure if you can share that experience, how it made you feel, how it affected, and how you got up from there.
Wow, that's actually amazing. And I was actually looking that side. That's very impressive.
Okay, hold on. There's a consultation fee, guys, if you want to consult via the runway. Okay? I need to get my cards, guys. Thank you.
I think what she's saying is very important. You know, especially to us farmers, I feel like we really deal with a lot. I remember the other time I was outside Hosiami and I was selling my vegetables there. Because, you know, you can be a street vendor and so forth, and a lady comes, she wants to buy tomatoes. She looks at my tomatoes, she takes some, I told her my price, she takes the tomato, throws it on me. Do you understand the pain there?
Yeah.
You are coming from your farm, well packaged your stuff, you took your time. It takes those months, those days for you to prepare what you are putting on the table, and someone just throws it in your face. It's painful. That's one thing that we usually deal with, because people have this mentality of when you're standing in the street as a street vendor, you are either poor, it's poverty, or you don't have anything, so you need them. Of which is wrong. As you said, we have land, but we are doing this for the passion. So it's very important to guard your mind. If I had not guarded my mind throughout my business, I don't think I'd be here today. She spoke about losing chickens. Just yesterday, I've lost 100 chickens. Just 100. And when you go back and now you calculate on your profit, and you calculate the profit that this is how much I've lost, you need now to sit down and say, how did I lose this chicken? And it's unfortunate that chickens can't even speak. You fall sick and you want me to still look at you and say, are you okay? You understand? So they're just like little babies, thousands of babies in your chicken coop. So I think when it comes to chickens, number one, I always say hygiene is important. Hygiene is number one if you don't want to lose your stock. And if you're losing chickens, that means there is always something wrong that you are doing. So you need to assess. But as she said, we'll consider the consultations to help my fellow farmers. But yeah, guard your mind, guard your heart, please. Yeah.
Brilliant. Can we have our lights back on? I'm not sure if you're load shedding. What's happening? Load shedding? They're coming back on. Okay, because what is this now? Guys, please respect my people. Okay, you want to add something?
I wanted to say, one of the most important ways in which, sort of dealing with losing 100 chickens, livestock dying, you've got to first start with understanding the realities of starting a business, which is why it's important to have conversations here. Okay? The first 18 months is going to be absolute chaos. Absolute chaos. You're going to lose money, friends, family. You're going to owe a lot of people a lot of money. You're going to have to switch off your phone to avoid machines. That is going to happen. You're going to owe the bank a lot of money. It's important that you understand that it's a tough road. Because when you are prepared that way, when you lose 100 chickens or when 5 cows die, you then say, okay, I've lost, how do I get back on my feet? That's super important.
And I have your circle too.
Oh yeah, guys, my circle. Guys, one day when I'm on the runway running, you'll know this is where I started. I'm just saying. Sorry.
Yeah, but your circle and who you surround yourself with is very important. Like Sandy said earlier that you need to hang around people. If you're an entrepreneur, you cannot ask somebody who's not where you are. So your circle, your family, your friends, especially people you hang around with, your employees as well are very important. If they're happy, believe you me, your business is just gonna go higher and higher. Hi guys, I see you.
Yeah.
So,
Shout out.
Chapter 2 of the 10-minute guide to starting your business is about the realities of entrepreneurship. Chapter 13 is about having the difficult conversation. So telling your family, this is what I want to do. I'm going to lose my income from my job. We're going to have to cut down. I'm not going to have money. I won't be able to see you. I won't be able to talk to you. We won't have dinner together.
Sure. Is that the tough conversation? You think when you're in already, when you're like, oh no guys, I'm drowning. That's the tough conversation, right? All right, so we'll just take our final question from Pastor Moses. He wants to, can we give him a mic? Pastor Moses, please raise your hand so they can give you a mic. Not up, sorry, right at the back. Yeah, okay.
All right, hello everybody. Okay, so basically, I concur with the gentleman, something that he said. During conversations like this, starters want to know the secret. So basically, the person you are listening to is your competitor, whether you like it or not, because most likely you're coming to do what he is doing, or in a way he inspires you. And so we realize that there's an in-between missing link on where to go from point A to point B. And so you have to be practical with the information that you've received. So I want to ask the gentleman if he could really enlighten enlighten us more, especially with the education, like motivational speakers. You know, you said something that was profound. They will empower you, but at the end of the day, you are faced with a reality. Okay, so basically, we are also trying to empower Black Africans. And then not many Black Africans are educated. They will have access to digitalization. I mean, we struggle with internet. We have power, you know, load shedding, we have struggled. So how do a person in that small town with no internet connection, I mean, barely people in certain areas have knowledge on digital exposure. How do these people bring themselves into this conversation? Thank you.
So that's a great question. WhatsApp is digitization. WhatsApp itself. The most important thing you've got to understand as a business owner is what problem does your customer have and how can you solve it? That's it. And all you need is WhatsApp. We've got a website. We've got an online shop. We market. People order the book via WhatsApp. They'll go on the website, they'll see the shop, they'll add to cart, and then they'll go on WhatsApp. So it's important to understand your customer. Our customers, Africans in general, like to talk to people, they like to have a conversation before they make a purchase. They want to feel connected to you. Therefore, they want to interact with you, with the person selling. Therefore, WhatsApp, or your phone number, or Facebook messaging, which is how a lot of scammers make so much money. Because they understand that the customer needs to talk to you, and digitizing is simple. A Facebook page, WhatsApp, Telegram, it's as simple as that.
Alrighty, I think this wraps up our session, our panel discussion. Let's give a huge round of applause to our speakers today. I wonder, because of time, do you mind just engaging with other speakers? I have to be very, very strict. Guys, I learned my lessons. If you were in Pretoria, I was in very big trouble. I can't let my program, unfortunately, run out of time, but I can assure you that you will have time to engage with them off the stage and then also on their social media platforms, or if not, you know, you can engage with the other speakers as well. Eh? All right, so yeah, another round of applause. Thank you so much, guys. And a little thank you just for your time, your effort, your energy.
Right, yes. Wow. Also, just to finish off, what Mr. Sandiso was saying is that WhatsApp, right? I think this is your WhatsApp, right? Because the next time, you don't even have to go to the mines. The next time when you say you're doing a program on business startup, don't you think we'll be interested to attend? Because now we see the impact you are giving to us. So take this as your WhatsApp as well. Yeah.
That's what's up. Alrighty, I'm having fun. I don't know about you, but I'm having so much fun because this for me is always an opportunity to engage different people. You know, if you don't understand the privilege of being in a room like this, let me explain it to you. All the people that we follow on social media are human beings. They're like me, they're like you. There's absolutely nothing different. But the beauty of actually sitting and gathering with somebody who has experience, somebody who has knowledge, somebody who's done something you haven't, that is major. And I know I'm probably preaching to the converted here, okay? Because you know, I know my WhatsApp group is strong like that, right? But again, I just want you to realize the moment that we're in, you know, and to take it all in and say, I'm in the presence of greatness. If we can count people's net worth here, you'll you'll be shocked to say people, there are people that have walked the journey that we want to walk on. So I'm speaking to you, entrepreneur, you startup, you, student who's like, I'm not so sure. This is your confirmation, right? Make use of all the people here, engage in conversation. Once again, I'm encouraging you to interact, even with our exhibitors. They are also businessmen and women that are here, that they're running businesses. So yeah, I just want to emphasize that. Guys, I wouldn't have made it on podcast until I can talk. So the problem is that I'm talking alone, right? So I want to welcome the next gentleman on stage so we can have a conversation. He is Mr. Thabo Khole. I did mention it before. He is an admitted attorney as well as the IP officer at University of Limpopo. In this next segment, we want to engage him on the very subject, sir, that you were asking about intellectual property, about copyright. I actually discovered a few months back that there's actually a Small Business Runway report group on Facebook. I was like, what is this? I was so shocked. So, Mr. Tabakola, hopefully you can solve my problem. How do I sue them, mostly? And then, how do we as entrepreneurs solve the problem of, when we're engaging online, when we open our pages, you find your Instagram, maybe your name has already been taken. Then when you just change, the S and you change it to a Z, and then all of a sudden, that's your business. But when we talk about protecting your intellectual property, copyright laws, how do we actually deal with that? I think it's an important conversation. Do stay tuned. I want to remind you, if there's anything that resonates with you, just take a quick snap, quick video, post it, hashtag SBL Expo Polokwane. That's the official hashtag for today. So engage in conversation, even online, repost if somebody tags you, like, share, you know how we do. It's a digital economy. All right, Mr. Tabakola, you're up next. Let's give him a round of applause. Welcome. I'm looking for a mic. Well, you don't have to sit down. You can be yourself. In fact, for this conversation, I'm not going to be on stage. I want you to engage the people. I've got my own also questions to ask. Please solve mine first, but let's see what's happening with the Small Business Runway report group. What's going on? But yeah, the stage is yours, Mr. Khole. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is it working?
Green.
Yes, it is coming. Thank you very much. I think it's not fair to get a stage after the brilliant minds that has been here. How do you expect me to start talking to the brilliant minds after such hot engagement? Colleagues, good morning. Thank you for the opportunity. You are talking about a brand, somebody competing with you in the same space. But the question is, I was looking at this. This is beautiful, but it's not registered. It does not belong to you. You must know that. I can say tomorrow, I will have this same thing that you have done here. Thabo Khole, Small Business Runway, with your colors. There's nothing that you can do to me. No, there's nothing that you can do to me. Because of this is not yours. Legal, it's not registered. Chances are, somewhere, somehow, somebody in the world have the same colors, have the same runway, business runway with the same colors. Okay, fine. I'm not going to do that. I'm solving a problem. She asked me to solve the problem. You are dealing with business runway. I'm listening to this. And I'm saying, oh God, thank you. Finally, I've got my business idea. I am going to open a magazine and call it Thabo Khole Small Business Runway. Make a compilation of small businesses in Limpopo and what they are servicing, what they are offering. Use these colors as start distributing a magazine. And update magazine each and every day. or every month. They subscribe, they pay me, I publish their success stories, their failures, their challenges. There's nothing you can do to me. That is intellectual property in the digital space. As a young entrepreneur, the most important aspect of your business is that you must be able to understand the impact that intellectual property has in your business. I got an opportunity when I arrived, and I did it purposefully and intentionally. I walked around. I looked at all my brothers and sisters' businesses that they have. None of them have brand under their names. They've got logos. Now you want to tell me that you want to be successful as a business person. To take a business serious, you need to value your intellectual property as an asset of your business. I had an engagement today in the morning with one of the colleagues. We were talking about a very simple Coke. I said to them, if we take our Coke from the bottle and we start packaging it in a very just a useless bottle and we put it on the street without putting a logo, will we know that it's a Coke? No, nobody will know that's Coke. The brand name Coca-Cola makes it what it is. It becomes an asset. Once you start infringing that Coca-Cola name, you are dealing with the most important aspect of the business. And when we value the business, when we are saying we are going to do an audit to your business, we are going to look at what intellectual property, the value, the worth of your intellectual property in the business. And as a business person, you must be able to say to me, I've got property which is valued at this much. I've got finances which is valued at this much. And I also have IP which is valued at this much. You know why I'm saying that? Did you hear what I said about this? Because if I can be able to make a lot of money out of this logo, that is trademark. So when you open a business, don't just think about, no, as long as be in a cosmetic industry. I've seen a beautiful logo there. And when you're doing that logo, in your mind, I'm talking branding, right? You cannot talk intellectual property without talking branding. In your mind, you're simply saying, oh, I'm going to sell colognes, perfumes. No, it's not about that. Think what is this logo can generate for you. If you don't have any other intention to use this logo, somebody will want to come and license the logo and put it on clothes. And you will have to pay, that person will have to pay you royalties. So don't just go and cut and paste when you're saying, I am going to develop a logo for my business is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I asked the question purposefully and intentionally. Who owns the intellectual property? Particularly, I'm talking about copyright. I am not a computer science person. I need to solve problems in Mangweng. I need to make sure that those who have residences, we take them together, we have an app where people can just say accommodation in Mangweng, but I know nothing about computer science. Who is the first person to approach? I'm going to approach somebody who have knowledge of computer science, develop an app for me. But the question is, who owns the intellectual property in that app? It's a practical example. Do you have the rights over there? Because of the purpose to which I want to use this app is to make sure that all empty buildings are in one place. But somebody can say, no, I still have an idea to say you are going to use for that app in terms of property. I want to use this app in terms of making sure that all the people who are selling veggies and what, they are in one place. I can just order tomatoes and then I get delivered to me. It is something different. Somebody can say, I want to make sure that the designers are in the same app. I just want to say, I'm going to the wedding, who can design 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and press the app. If you don't own that app, if the rights of those apps have not been assigned to you, you will not earn any royalties. You will have to go and seek permission to the creator of the app, which we have paid. So you need to understand the logistics of intellectual property. So when you say to me, kindly print out a logo for me, do a logo for me. When I say I'm done with the logo, then you have to say, assign the rights to me. There must be assignments of rights from the designer to you because you have paid for them. If there are no assignments of rights, somebody can come and purchase the same logo because of those rights that are not being assigned to you. Yes, ma'am. Somebody can come and say, I need the same logo that you've done for James.